Hello everybody, welcome back to Floop HD Tutorials, and today we're starting a new series. Now this series is based on Cinema 4D. Now, every once in a while we'll go into some After Effects, Photoshop, Sony Vegas, programs like that later on in different series, but this one's going to mainly focus on Cinema 4D. And all of this series is going to combine into one huge big project, which I will tell you guys a little bit later on in the series, but for now, I'm going to keep it unknown. So you want to open up Cinema 4D. Now, just real quick, before we start, I would like you to know if you know any good screen recorders for Windows that's HD quality, records, preferably not Fraps, or here, you can see here, Microsoft Expression, this records perfectly. The only problem is when I go to render it out and upload it to YouTube, it's blurry as shit and yeah. But anyway, so in Cinema 4D here, so yeah, it might be a little bit laggy, but in Cinema 4D, what we want to do is we want to go to create a cube. We're going to just drag this above the plane, which as long as it's above 100, you're good. And change the size down to 50. Obviously on all of the X, Y, and Z because we wanted a cube. Another thing we want to do is hit this, which is the fillet, and change it down to 5. What's this doing? If I render this out here, it's kind of got this little curved edge, smooth round edge. Oops, so now what we want to do is we want to go to MoGraph, Cloner, and drag this cube as a child to the cloner. Now you want to click the cloner, change the count down to 1, and drag this back up. Now what we did here is, or I guess I'm not going to really explain, but if you do know anything about Cinema 4D, you might think that we're just cloning all these cubes and having them drop down. No, my mouse keeps spazzing out. What we're actually doing is, you'll see in a second. So you want to go to this, go to emitter, drag the cloner into emitter. Now if I drag this up, and if you click on the emitter, click show objects, and the birth rate, I just prefer to keep it at 10, but if I play this, you'll notice that all these cubes are going to fly out. Now we don't want them to fly out towards the right, we want it upside down. So what we want to do is just kind of drag it up, and now we want to click the rotate tool and just kind of make this go down. Oop. Alright. Now if we play it, it's going to shift downwards. So what we want to do now is create a floor by going to this little light thing, go to floor. Now that we have our floor, now if we play it, you're going to notice what happens. All these cubes, alright, you know what, to explain what I was going to do, I need to change my frames here. Oop. Let's give it about 300 frames. Now if we play this, what's going to happen is all these cubes are kind of just going to go straight to the floor, but that's not what we want. We kind of want to add physics, you could say, to it. So to do this, you want to go to click on the floor, go to tags, dynamic tags, and dynamic body. Then you want to hold on control, and I believe you would use, if we're on the Mac or Apple computers, you would use command, hold down that, and drag it onto the cloner. Now if we play it, you're going to notice that these blocks, one sec, you're going to notice these blocks kind of fly out and give it a nice little kind of physics to this. Pretty much, depending if you think you're ready to go, and that's all you really wanted. You just want to know how to kind of do this little effect here, and there's something particular you're looking for. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to add a Motex here, and I'm just going to name this Floop HD. Okay, just give it about 50. Now what I'm going to do is kind of just drag this around. No, you know what, I could just keep it like that. And let's see, kind of just position the camera here. or no, actually no, I'm gonna go back out to show you what I was gonna say now. Is if I was to play this, you're gonna see these cubes just kind of go straight through the text. That is not what we want. What we want to do is we have three options for this. We can have it just kind of bounce off the text. We can have it where the whole entire text just kind of, if a block hits it at a certain angle, the whole text will just kind of fall down like it's a huge sign. Or what we could do is have it where each individual letter will kind of fall down. Let's drag that up. So in order to just kind of have the blocks hit it and fall off it, you want to click on the MoTeX, go to Simulation, Dynamics, and create collider. Now if we play it, it's going to kind of hit them and fall off. So if I was to just... if it would let me, okay. Now if we watch this, you're going to see the blocks just hit it and kind of fall off. Alright, so now what we want to do, you could just leave it at that. Or, I'm just going to delete this. If you want it to have where if it hits at a certain angle, the whole text kind of like a sign will fall down. You want to give this, or grab one of the dynamic bodies, hold down Control or Command, drag that onto MoTeX. Now if we play it, you're going to notice it's kind of going to act like a sign, and if it hits a certain angle. Now since I have a P, this kind of messes around with me, because the P is kind of holding it up as a leg. So if I was just to put this back to text, this will be a little bit easier to do. Let's see if I play that. I'm just trying to see if I can get the fall over kind of effect. Let me just drag this down. Now if I play that, it should hit it. Well, if you kind of look at it closely, you'll see that it's kind of getting knocked around. Now, this is the final thing there's probably more, but the final one I'm going to show you is if you want each individual letter kind of to get hit and fall down. So what you want to do is click on the MoTeX, press C. So this is going to make all the individual letters editable. And we just want to click on the first letter for this instance, mine is T. And you want to hold down Shift and click the last letter. Now what we want to do is just kind of drag this over to the bottom here, and this is going to, here, one sec. You want to click on the text and MoTeX and delete. Now each individual letter is editable. So what we want to do, just give each individual one, here I can just do this, each individual one a dynamic body. Now if we play it, as you see here, they are all kind of getting hit and going every which way. Like if you look at my desktop background, that's kind of what's going on here. And if you want a specific tutorial on how to do this desktop background, it's fairly simple. Just leave a comment below and see how many likes you get. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. You can do with all kinds of other stuff you want. Like for instance, I'm just gonna let me just change it for now. Just give this a light blue. Drag this onto there. Just give this a little bit better looking. Let's see. Okay. Just give that to this. Let's go to the floor. Now, if I was to play this a little bit, render this out, this will look a little bit better. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Like, comment, and subscribe.